Radio. We welcome Doug Wonder. Stay tuned. All right, Side Hustle Radio Worldwide. We have a guest in the building who shares the name that I share, so he's already a cool dude, from one Doug to another Doug.
That's right.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Doug Wonder. I'm gonna say I came across your music on IG. I heard your song "I Blame You."
Okay.
Still you won't play all the games, that's a damn shame. Though it's hurting me, fact is, it's hurting you. Stayed here too long, walking out, baby I'm gone. Thought the love that we shared could conquer all, guess I was wrong. Won't let me see my children. For breaking up our home. For messing with my feelings. So what am I supposed to do? Now you all alone. Now you all alone. Cause you woke up on some bullshit, and girl, you know I'm not trying to argue when I'm home. Not trying to argue when I'm home. Tell me what you want with me. I don't think you know. I don't think you know. You got some picket fence. What the hell is this? I don't think you know. God only knows. I'm just trying to save my family, you know. I blame you. Won't let me see my children. I blame you. For breaking up our home. For messing with my feelings. I blame you. So what am I supposed to do? Try my best to get close to you. I tried, yeah, but I can't seem to get through. Independent, you don't need no one else. You can't do this all by yourself. Hey, oh, won't let me see my children, baby. For breaking up our home, yeah. For messing with my feelings. So what am I supposed to do? What you really want from me? Hey, what you really want from a nigga? What you really want from me?
Are we gonna start off with this, or should we? Let's just.
Hey.
Let's,
So wait a minute. I want to know, why did that song stand out to you?
Me?
Yeah.
Cause I've been there.
Oh, okay.
I've been there. I've been there.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
And salute for that, because you're
Yes.
speaking for us men who, and I know this isn't necessarily about men who really aren't worth a damn anyway. So
Right.
you're talking about men who go out every day, take care of their family, raise their family, and may end up with a bad woman, or I'm gonna assume in most cases.
Or it could be a good woman. You just
turn bad.
Reason, it don't necessarily turn bad. So actually, what the song is about is sometimes it's like after doing it, after going through all of that, we're all flawed. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. But sometimes, just like anything, like men are, I would say, less emotional than women. But sometimes, like, come on, give me a chance to just unwind a little bit, get my head together, whatever. So a lot of times, you make a dude want to leave because you just own him, own him, own him, own him. You know, we can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect you to do everything, but just give me a minute to, especially when I come home, give me a minute to just kind of unwind and get myself together. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes maybe even listen to me. It's not all about you. It's not all about me either. But somewhere in between there, we figure things out and keep our family together. You know what I'm saying? So really, that's to me, I'm just saying just accountability. It ain't always us. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't always us. So even in the bio, when I said check in love, right? Because I had a lot of friends, women in particular. Hey, what do you mean check? And I just explained to them, didn't you just call me and ask me about what I said? So basically, check, you're taking it the wrong way. It just means you're holding me accountable for what I said. So if you're holding me accountable, then we should hold each other accountable. But in the midst of that, be accountable for your actions as well. It's two of us. We didn't just get here just by me and my actions alone. That's all I'm saying. And sometimes doing that, you'll make a brother leave, and it ain't got nothing. It don't have anything to do with cheating. You make a guy want to leave because you just on him all the time about everything.
Okay.
So me speaking, I'm just saying, speaking from my personal experience in that aspect, I was a young man. My dad wasn't around. So at a young age, I got, just wild. And I end up having kids by 3 different women, which is something I wasn't raised to do, right? As you know, I've been in the military. So I'm just telling you, man, after a lot of people in the military, they deploy. I've had 5 deployments, 4 of them being in combat. I've actually been in combat, not sitting on the fob somewhere. I've actually been in it. So after a year or 9 months of fighting for my life to try and make sure and have a better life for my family, when I come home, like, hey, like, man, like I need a little something too. So don't always look at the things that I'm not or the things that I am not doing. And by that same token, maybe there's some things you can't be doing. I'll give you a prime example. So being in the military, at times I wasn't able to come home, right? So I did as much as I could. So say, I'm just giving an example. So say, for example, this weekend's coming up. I can't come home, but you have an opportunity to come see me. But you opt out. You just say, well, I'll just wait till you come home. But then when I finally do come home, or you complaining that we're not seeing each other enough or whatever, then who's that on? You had an opportunity to come. You just chose not to. So all I'm saying is things like that you could possibly do to make things better, and you don't do it. So you can't just always point the finger at that other person. There's some things that you might have been able to do in there, but you just did not do.
I feel like you tried to get all that out before I could get my questions going.
Well, get your question in.
No, because I kind of like the response, the things you just said. Don't worry, I'll find something else. So let's go back.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go back to the new voice. So you are new to this music thing, right?
Well, I'll put it to you. I'm not new to this music thing. I've always been in the background, writing and producing stuff like this. This is the first time that I decided to
step
out in the forefront. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So you have a side A, your Melody of Love, and a side B. I guess one of my questions was, and I think you all pretty much answered it, was how personal was this project?
This project is I've just finished it up today. I've just been every day recording. But the purpose of this project, the name of my project is called The Black Man Matters, right? So I just feel like in this day and age, especially with all the Me Too movement, I'm all for the empowerment and the uplifting of the Black woman, right?
Mhm.
However, don't forget about us. We shouldn't have to be diminished, especially I've witnessed this in the military. We shouldn't have to be diminished to uplift our sisters. You understand what I'm saying? But the whole total point of the project is what I'm seeing is young men without fathers, our sisters without husbands, brothers are doing things, getting themselves in trouble. Some going to jail, and we're leaving a woman unprotected, right?
Mhm.
So the whole purpose of this is we're going to go through things in our relationship and stuff like that. We're looking for people and expecting somebody to save us and to fix us. It's not going to happen until we come together as woman and man, and take accountability for ourselves and fix ourselves. That's why the kids are running around here acting half crazy. They're not getting that parent. They're not getting what they need from their mother. They're not getting what they need from their father. But if we can figure this out, first of all, and stay together, because it ain't nothing else out there. A lot of times I've seen brothers, they leave and they woman and end up being with somebody else. Listen, brother, you running from yourself. You can't run from yourself. You take a look in the mirror, right? You still taking those same issues that you have and taking them somewhere else. What good is
So,
that doing
Doug,
anybody? Hmm.
how personal is this project?
Very personal. Very personal.
Okay. So,
Very
okay.
personal.
So that's where I wanted to start. Who hurt you?
Okay, so I'll put it to you like this. So I told you I'm married. I'm saying I've been with
Mhm.
my wife. I've been with my queen for 20 years.
Okay.
When I met
Congratulations.
her, thank you. I have a son by my wife, but I also have
Mhm.
two sons outside of my marriage that I had when I met my wife. So
Okay.
my issue with that, and the part of the I blame you thing is I can take accountability for my actions. I know what I did in those failed relationships. However, being out of those relationships, we have to be very careful about um, still trying to foster a good relationship from with us men and our children. I tried to
Mhm.
be the best father I could with my children. I got them in the summers. I made sure that I took care of them. All of that happened, but because things didn't work out between us, you talk ill about me to my children, or I've seen people talk ill about their children, uh, about the dads to the children. So the children harvest this thing. So
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'll give an example. The son I have with my wife, he was raised up with me and my wife. I tried to get my sons as much as possible. Sometimes the mothers would be fine. Sometimes they would, nah, he ain't coming. But you're saying things to him like, well, he has another family. He's raising another. No. How about let's be. I tried to sit him down so all of the women that I had children by, let's all get along. Okay, things didn't work out, but we can still try to make this thing as healthy as possible. You know, my sons had stepdads, and I've always was like, oh my, hey, it's great. You have two dads. You're lucky.
Mhm.
Never once an argument. My only concern was as long as they're treating them right, I didn't even have a problem with them possibly being disciplined. It's about how you do it. But I never wanted my sons to feel like you have to choose. It's okay to have a bonus dad to love on you.
Mhm.
So as a result, when you do that, I've seen a lot of times now you grow up and now there's a strained relationship between these children and their dads. And they have daddy daughter issues, or the sons have issues with their dad. And guess what happens?
Mm-hmm.
That cycle continues on when those kids grow up. It could that whole dysfunction continues on into their lives. So you don't realize that because of your selfishness that you're really hurting the kids.
Mhm.
I'm saying, so I
So,
can personally say, I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
So as a dad, my boys, when they started college, one of them joined the military. I started them off with cars. So I try to be there as much as possible for them. Obviously, if they're not living in the house, okay, you're not getting the same things. But whenever they need me, if I stop what I'm doing, I will stop what I'm doing to make sure that I'm there for them.
So on this Black Man Matters album, which song is your favorite song?
I have a song called Listen.
Mhm.
It's called Listen. Uh, the first, I'll give you like the first verse is like, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you naked? So me naked, let's strip it down to the bare bones and let's just have a real heart to heart, honest conversation.
So I'm gonna take
Uh,
it that's on side A.
huh?
That's on side A, right?
Yeah. So, so the song is like, the lyric is, "Can I talk to you naked?" Um, I'm talking to you naked. It's basically saying, can we have a, we need better communication, not a one, but a two-way conversation.
Mhm.
Accountability is what we need. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
in order for us to move forward, we both can't be talking and yelling, and it can't be me all the time. At some point, I have to be quiet, and you have to listen, and at some point, you have to be quiet, and I have to listen. Can't just be
Mhm.
one side. So that's my favorite song, and it goes, it's universal in any type of relationship, mother daughter, father and son, co-worker. How can we have effective communication if one person's doing the talking and not listening to anybody else?
Mhm.
It's not going to work. So I would say that's probably one of my favorite. All of them I love, but you know what I'm saying? That would be I say would be my favorite.
You know the feeling that I'm getting from you?
What's that?
Like you seem like somebody that don't play and you're working on yourself to practice patience.
Wow, I totally agree. I totally agree.
Yeah. That I'm
So,
getting that.
and I'm learning because it's like, I'm from Detroit, just
Mhm.
young
We
man
won't
coming
hold
up.
that again. We
Oh
won't.
no, it's
Oh boy.
Motown. It's Motown all the way,
It's
yo.
OHIO this
Hey,
way, so
I got love
but
for
okay.
I got love for Ohio too. It's a lot
Okay.
of great musicians come out of Ohio. So
Mm,
much respect. But so you guys know, you growing up in an urban environment, it's you really big on respect.
Mm.
And certain things I had to unlearn. You say certain things to me, it's gonna get handled in a certain way. But you learn throughout life, and that was one of the hardest lessons I learned in the military. It's
Mhm.
like, you have to exercise that. You have to exercise patience. And I'm even learning that now, that
Mhm.
I'm still working on that, just patience, not being so quick to react and just kind of lay back and just kind of try to take things in. And when I see myself getting to that point, and I move out, also being in the military, I am a combat engineer. So we're constantly in combat. So you get accustomed to actions of violence. Sometimes you have to make quick decisions and you have to get after it. And being in combat arms, just like, bear to it. We don't have time for hurt feelings. This is what has to happen. Let's get after it.
Hey, ah, ba, 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 hey, I know it's hard, the scars of life has pierced your heart. And it seems you're giving up, you had enough love, you just don't trust. When songs in the key of life is gone, when everything that is right is wrong, when everything good it seems so wrong, you need that old thing back, a love that's strong. I write this song for you, it's the melody for love. I write the song, baby. I love stories, I love songs, the melody for love. I write this song for you, it's the melody for love. my heartstrings, and I love the way it makes me sing. When songs in the key of life is gone, when everything that is right is wrong, when everything good it seems so wrong. You need that old thing back, a love that's strong. I write this song for you, it's the melody of love. I write the song, I love stories, I love songs, the melody for love. Yeah. I write this song for you, it's the melody of love. I write this song, baby, it's a symphony, my life. I write this song for you, it's the melody of love. I write the song, I love stories, I love songs, the melody for love. I write this song for you, it's the melody of love. I write the song, baby, it's a symphony, my life.
Projects, something that you can listen to from start to finish, and there's something in there for everybody, and there's lessons to be learned. And I wanted to provoke thought, you know, provoke thought. The song
So,
I have, I'm sorry, go ahead.
is that where Let Me Show You come in?
Okay, so let me show you.
Mm-hmm.
So let me show you comes from a different space. I'll put it to you. So let me show you is like, I'm married and I love my wife. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when I come home, sometimes any man, we want to make love, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let me show you, that song is a little different because that song's like, nah, that ain't what I'm trying to do tonight. Tonight, I'm trying to get after it. It's
Oh.
gonna be
So,
something real serious and crucial going on.
so will that go on side A or side B?
Well, when it comes out, it's not. We release the singles in terms of side A and side B, but everything
Mm-hmm.
else, you'd be able to just listen straight through. It's just going to be a straight body of work. So it won't be no side
Okay.
A or B on that. It's just going to be just music.
I was just thinking side A will have all the love songs, the melody of
Mhm.
love. And I was thinking side B would be the I blame you side, the angry side, the rah rah side. So
But I
okay.
think I blame you is probably going to be as serious as it get. And again, that wasn't coming from a point of anger. That was coming from a point of hurt, and just realizing that it's a lot of good brothers out here that want to be good
Mm-hmm.
fathers to their kids. And just because the relationship doesn't work out, that doesn't mean we can't still we can't still try to foster a healthy environment for our children, and we should still be all right and just and move on.
What's next for Doug Wonder? When can we expect the project to drop?
Okay, so let's see. For the past 3 or 4 days, I think I've knocked out like 5 songs, just completing them. So we'll probably by next week we should be finished mixing and mastering everything. Uh, I'm shooting the video for Melody of Love this weekend. Uh,
Nice.
so we'll have that ready. And yes, so I would say probably the next 2 to 3 weeks we'll be ready to roll and just put it out there and give it to the world.
Man,
Okay. Now,
sweet.
can we expect any dancing or like how do you got to come because you are married? Can you unbutton your shirt down like to right here? Like what are you gonna be doing?
Well, the thing is I'm definitely going to entertain. However,
Okay,
it's
that's what I wanted.
but it's I'm not a dancer. I'm a crooner. So
Oh, okay,
yeah, I'm a
okay.
mover, and
So
that's what I do. However,
you gonna be on your Keith
what
Sweat
you
stuff?
won't see is uh yeah, something more like that. Or maybe close. Yeah, I
Yeah,
could say that.
you'll be in that
However,
grown
I'm gonna
man.
move around, and yeah, definitely some grown man stuff. However, just like you said, I'm not gonna be one. I won't be one of those dudes on the on the stage with my shirt off. I'm not doing all of that. You know,
Okay.
I want to. You can leave that to your imagination. Figure out, like you said, I am married, so there's certain things I'm not gonna do. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that's just, you know,
Was
yeah,
Keith
I'm not gonna do all of that.
married?
Yeah.
I know at some point he was. Yes, he
Yeah,
was.
I could have swore he had like at least the top 3 buttons unbuttoned. So
Oh, I mean, even that in a part of entertaining, yeah. But I'm saying when it's getting to be something extreme, like taking it off and going in the audience and grinding on women and
mhm.
stuff like that. No, you know,
Yeah.
I want to
don't
keep it.
don't
I want to
don't do
keep it
that.
grown and sexy. Like, yeah, we not trying to do all of
Don't do
that.
that. We don't want your woman to drop you in the crowd. Like,
Yeah,
don't
Yeah.
do that.
or that too. And then on top of that, it's like, you know, just sometimes you don't have to do all of that. You can still take them. You can still get them there without that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Hmm.
And
No.
hopefully, my ideal of a performance is uh, I see something grown and sexy, classy, something you can come to with your significant other, have a glass of wine,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna give you an experience. And
Hmm.
all that other stuff, you probably gonna take care of that once you get home.
Yeah,
If
you
you
gonna
make it
probably
there.
have to
You know
bring
what I
some
mean?
background dancers.
Huh? That's that could happen as well. That definitely could happen. So
Okay.
yeah, that could happen.
All right. So, any up and coming shows in Detroit?
We're planning on doing a. So I know we plan on doing a listening party. I
Mm-hmm.
think we want to do one here, Atlanta, and New York, and then we're gonna. So it's gonna be for like music people,
Mm-hmm.
but then we're gonna also do one here. So we're looking at either May. You know what I'm saying? We're thinking about maybe around Mother's Day, maybe right after, because we want people to have their day, but maybe like doing that and having them to come out and just hear the music. It's gonna be a listening party with a live band and just the performance, and they can experience and have a situation where they can come and they can download the music right there. Just
Okay.
get the full Doug Wonder experience.
Well, thank you so much.
Definitely. It's been great, man. We need representation for men. You know, Mary J. Blige could put out a whole album about
Hmm.
her life, and it's okay. But when a man speaks about something that's going on, it's a problem, huh?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay for us to be vulnerable. So that's my thing. Like, I have something to say. As
Hmm.
black men,
Hmm.
we have something to say. We have a story too. But the whole thing to me should be accomplished in love. That's the whole thing. If you listen to when you hear the EP, it's all about love. Let's get back to loving each other. But
Hmm.
before we do that, we both have to be accountable and let's fix things. But let's get back to that. We don't have to continue to point fingers. If we take accountability, then okay, yeah, I did wrong. Okay, let's how do we fix this?
Hmm.
Bring back the black family.
And I want to give some people something. I remember as a kid, I could sit there and
Mm.
my mom and dad would play records. You could listen to the whole album. You could listen
Hmm.
to song for song. That's what I want to do. I hopefully this is a soundtrack for somebody,
Yeah.
and it will influence them and touch them in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So through all our pains and our misfortunes and our imperfections and stuff like that, we still bring it all back and come together in love.
All right, man.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, nice
So
meeting you.
it was nice meeting you guys as well. Thank you for your support. Thank you for even taking the time out to do this right here. As soon as we're done with everything, I will shoot you an email and let you know this album is
All right.
available and even give you a preview.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
And thank you guys.
All right. Thank
All
you,
right.
brother.
Have a good night.